Hello and welcome back to Timberborn. We are just about out of the latest drought. It turned out it was only a 6-day drought, so not too bad. Our water levels are doing fine. It was enough time to finish putting dynamite in our canal to deepen it. So that is ready to go. I didn't want to set it off until we had water available to flow in again. So that'll be about half a day. Let's go ahead and let things start to run. And I've been giving a bit of thought to some of the other items in the interim here. So there is now this wood workshop. Strengthens planks by infusing them with resin. You get it from the pine resin, which we have a fair amount of. Let's see, you get pine resin. We also have a decent amount of the maple syrup, and I think those maple cakes were just a flour and maple syrup, weren't they? Where is it? Flour and maple syrup to make the maple cakes. It's not as good a thing as the bread, but we literally don't use that for anything else. So we might as well. I might, in point of fact, want to set up some more maple trees so that we can get a better income of it if we're going to start actually using it. Let's see, is this water flowing yet? It is. It is trying to get to the point where it's... Because I think the canals are pulling in more at the moment. There we go. Now it's flowing good. Alright, let's go ahead and set this off. Do that. Do that. Go ahead and do that. Just kinda getting all this area ready. You can see it's taking a little bit to get it back because it doesn't quite have enough to fill. There we go. Okay. Alright, that is all done. You have served your usefulness. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. I think I want to put it over here, though, just so I can get these last little ones out of the way. Let's go ahead and do that. Lumberjack flag. Lumberjack flash. It's a... Oh, no, wait. Alright, we'll put you there. That'll be easy enough. We have most of that marked. I think I should be able to get the last of these now, though. Just kind of the completionist in me wants to get rid of that in case we need it. So that's good. We might still want to deepen our waterway here a little bit. I'm not 100% on that yet. I can always trim this a little bit. I definitely want to deepen this area here that's still shallow. I would really like to put up something there, but I think I'm going to have to... I know I've been over that before a few times. But we are ready to move on with our farms. Let's go ahead and pause up a second. Let's at the very least get these potatoes planted. Now that our water is deeper, we should have no problems getting these 2 fields of potatoes on the go, which might just end up giving us enough to start exporting into the neighboring district. I'm not going to do it just yet. I'm going to wait till I'm sure I have a surplus. Although, our warehouse is getting pretty done there. Let's I need to take a look at something really quick. Let's take a look at our wood. You do require horsepower. Alright. I'm giving this some thought. Because, alright, if I ignore the power requirement for the moment, which I would basically... I'd have to set something new up on the river in order to do anyway. Maybe. How big is this? Let's unlock it. You are reasonable in size. I might just do it over here. So my thought was, it takes planks and pine resin in order to make the, like, better planks, whatever they're called. Is there a... Strengthens planks by infusing them with resin. So whatever those sparkly planks are. Now, all of our other industry is over here. Minus, you know, a little bit of the food-related stuff. But that's mainly because this was the spot on the river. Now, if I can put this over here... because it's mostly coming down to trade routes. So I currently have a trade route coming from this distribution post into this drop-off point that drops off planks. And because we need planks in the district. Fair enough. What there currently isn't is there is no export of pine resin from here out to here. Now, if I were to do that, I could put up the little factory thing over here somewhere, figure out a spot for it, and it would work fine. Except, I would then have to import the, like, sparkly planks back in along the same route. Whereas, I already have planks coming in. I'm getting the resin here in the first place. So if I make the planks in here, it'll keep some in stock here, and I can send them out. And that's one trade route as a, going out, as opposed to one out, one in. It makes it a little bit more sense to do it that way. That's what I'm thinking. So can I put in like a water wheel? Ooh, can I? Hang on. Let's rotate around. Nope, come on. Alright, here's that. The power connection is blocked. Do you require... You don't say you require ground. Let's give this a little bit of a try with something. I want to... Hang on, let's see. First off, where is the power connection? It is the second one, so I can actually have it over... Okay, good, good, good. Let's put down some platform like that. I think they can reach that from the shore, maybe? You say you're too far from builders. These ones don't say that. Let's do that for the moment, see where that gets us. Because that lets water still pass underneath and be stored underneath. So if I can just put the water wheel there... How much do these things produce anyway? 90. So I wouldn't be running at full power. Those two still say they're out of range. And they very well might be. Can I... It's apparently enough. So let's get that water wheel built. It should... Yeah, it should, because the water's flowing. So it should produce some horsepower, right? Can I see how much these are producing while they're... It actually does show me the amount that it's outputting. That's good. Alright, so if we put that there... Which they haven't even started working on yet. Then I can put the little factory there. Maybe I'll drop down a windmill to provide supplemental power. Because it doesn't look like the water's flowing well in that spot, because it kind of gets blocked a little bit. So we might not get full horsepower out of it, and we would need more horsepower anyway, so... Maybe we do that. Let's allow them to do that. Nothing to do in range. Oh, you got it all. Okay, you're done. You're all done then. Good job, you. Let's go ahead and clear out the request, since it's done. No reason to leave that there. You never know, I might end up deciding to put something there that I don't want cut down. Are they gonna come do this? Or what? priority here? Somebody come do this, please? Or are you going to insist on waiting until those other things are done? Can we... I can't cancel those. Maybe I need to... This is getting more complicated. I think this will work, right? Because none of this blocks the water. It might reduce the amount in the square a tiny bit. Alright, now they can get down there and do that. They don't have any problem with that. I'll bet that's what it was. It's probably insisting that the platform be built first, because it's like, no, it has to have a stable platform. Even though in reality these things generally just kind of hang. I suppose some of them are actually supported like that. I'd actually have to go look at one. Go to, like, the cider mill nearby. They still have a water wheel. Do. Waiting for materials. Oh, you're starting to get your materials now, though. Okay, good. So that's going on. I technically have a path down into the basin here, too, so I'll probably leave that for the moment. A little too useful to just get rid of. Our dynamite levels are back up to previous levels already. That's good. A lot of industry going on for some simple beaver folk. Alright, let's see. Alright, you don't like being up against that. You don't mind being there. Is that gonna... Now that should be fine, right? So if I... Alright, let's say for a moment that I put this here. Let's actually look at this guy. If I put you... Alright, let's pause a second. If I put you there... What do you even take? Logs, planks, gears, that's fine. If I put... Can I then put... You there... No, you don't like that. You don't like being that close. Do I have room? I have some room. So if I were to put you right there... I mean, I'm going to end up blocking that off, aren't I? I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, so I put you there. You're as close as I can put you there. I might as well put you there, though. Yeah, let's put you there. And then we will have this here, so that we rotate you that way. You can then just put a pair of those in there. I think it is possible to put a platform over top. Yeah. And it won't be pretty. We can do that, and you'll still be able to access it, even though That won't necessarily be a thing. Let's go ahead and put in our little path. Like that. Excellent. Okay, that'll work. And I've basically got that and that. How much are you producing? 21 horsepower, not much. You have a possibility of 400. You're supposed to take 250. The two together might be enough depending on the wind. The main problem is that this is a poor flow area for the water wheel. But it might work. It might work. Paper. Okay. Cool. So we've got the improved planks, whatever those might be called, going. Oh, we've got the building for it going. Obviously, we don't actually have them yet. And you are producing 154. You're producing 18 at the moment. 17. 16. Yikes. Okay. So it might not run at full power. I can theoretically put out a couple more. Actually, now that I have the space to do so. I absolutely can put out some additional water wheels. And I think while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and do one of the things I was talking about over in the other district here, over in District 1. We're going to trim this corner. And this should allow me to get the third in like that. That's why I could go ahead and do this. Normally, I would have to do this, deepen it, do this, deepen it. I think doing it this way means since I have this access here, I should be able to do all this both rows at once, and they'll be able to just come swim down here and get to that. I think that is what it'll let me do. We are getting off of warehouse. All right, let's look at storage. Let's look at this underground warehouse. Bam. All right, what are you looking at? Is this literally just a little square thing here? You're fine like that. Okay. I guess I'll put you here, since that's a pretty good spot for you, right? I was concerned I would have had to dig out like I would do with these buildings here. That's why I was kind of checking. That's why it came to mind, because I was messing with the dynamite. Interesting. Alright, let's set this off. That's already going to be a little bit more water. And let's see if we can't manage that there. You're saying too far from builders. Maybe it's because we can't get to this at the moment, because this stair is not... Can't get all required materials. Oh, I'm out of logs. You guys need to get turned back on. Time for the lumberjacks to get back to work. We no longer have this lumberjack over here. Time for these beavers to actually be gainfully employed again. You're waiting on gears. Oh, how's my gears? I'm out of gears. I need to turn my gear factory back on. Alright, I'm actually starting to use up some resources. Alright, now are you guys in? No, you're still... Can I... Path? Yeah, there we go. Alright, I had the path. They were considered too far away because there was no path. Now there is. So that will end up storing us just a little bit more water. This is not doing a very good job on that water wheel. Hopefully this one will be better. We have our potatoes. How are we doing on time? I actually still have a decent amount of time in the episode. It feels like it's been longer. Unlike most episodes where it feels like it has, like time got away from us. Hey, all of these are fine, yes? Can I even see the... Alright, you're actually being built as we speak. Okay. I was a little concerned about that one. Oh, they would have been able to go under it anyway. Never mind. I'm dumb. I'm dumb sometimes. Okay. We got beavers collecting wood again. That's good. Yeah. We can, turn these lumberjack flags back on as well. We can get to it. There it is. And there was one more here. Alright. Everybody's producing logs again. We were no longer clearing them out for vanity and space. That's good. We might actually get this thing operational this episode. Which does lead me to starting to look at the wheat situation. I actually have potatoes on hand at the moment. Not many yet. Oh, are they still... They're still being processed. Not many more left, but still. And how close are some of these to harvest? 98%. We might actually start building up a stockpile. We have 100 potatoes. You guys, of course, are not done yet. We're waiting on gears for you. We're waiting on gears for a lot of things, it seems like. The water wheel is fine. We're waiting on that. How's our gears going? We're basically just churning through them. We actually are getting low enough on planks. We want to turn our lumber mill back on. Look at this, we're turning almost everything back on. We're turning on our smelter. Cool. All of our industry coming back to life. At least until the next drought. You're doing fine there. I might need a second one of those for when we eventually get our... I was going to look at the aquatic stuff this episode. Instead, I got focused on planks. ADD strikes again. Oh, 3 days until the drought. Alright. I'll drink some water. It does not taste weird this time. Did I mention that the... Oh. Well, it does still taste a little odd. I washed it out, too. Maybe it's time to change the filter. Get one of those little Brita filter pitchers. Normally I wouldn't have bothered, but my roommate got it, and... I don't know, now I've gotten used to it. Alright, this is ready. Detonate. Good. That'll be extra water for the incoming drought. Perfect. Still want to do something about this, but I'm not quite ready to do that yet. Alright, so... Not certain. How are we doing here? Alright, so we're basically stuck waiting on gears. Which if I had realized we were that low, I would have turned that on much sooner. Okay, look at this. We can actually see... We actually have 58 potatoes sitting around still that are not yet grilled. They are bringing them in. There are grilled potatoes sitting around because our warehouse is full. Okay. I think that'll end up being a next episode. We will set up the trade route to go ship potatoes out. I would like to give a little bit more time for it to build up, especially once we get our underground warehouse. Yeah, if I had known that that was going to be so simple and I wasn't going to have to detonate underground, I would have done that sooner. So that's good. We might want to set up a second one of these grills just for um, potatoes, just for an additional potato thing. Because if we're going to be producing them, we're going to want to get them out the door as quick as possible. These have actually already grown back to 41% again. They were at 98, and we obviously missed the harvest. 77, 79, yeah. Alright, we are definitely net gaining potatoes. That is good. You know what? Screw next episode. We're doing it now. We're doing it live. Let's add a new trade route to here for specifically grilled potatoes. Yes. Bam. Let's see. What do we want to do? There was a way to look at this. Hang on. It's stock, right? No, that's... Send some potatoes to the 12th district. Their kits are too thin. Distribution limits. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, potatoes. Grilled potatoes. How does this work again? Low resources below this limit are not carried out from a district and prioritized by incoming district. Okay, so I want to say I still want to keep 100 potatoes here. Resources above that limit are not carried into it. Okay, that's good. We're gonna say, give me 350. So bring in till we have at least 350, so long as there are at least 100 here where they're being produced. That sounds reasonable to me. That sounds reasonable. How are we doing here? 10 of 40. Alright, so that'll end up being next episode. Our drought is just coming in. Let's see how long it is. I hope it's not too bad. I always hope it's not too bad. 8 days. Shouldn't be too bad. So I think once again, what I'm gonna do is come back next episode after the drought has passed. Because I don't think we're not really having any problems surviving the droughts anymore. We've already done bigger than 8-day droughts as is. And we will definitely get some wheat in next episode. See, look, we got the potato harvest coming in. Oh, the potatoes. Alright, and then we will hopefully have this guy ready by then as well. We'll have to start looking at that. Oh, I didn't get a chance to see how much horsepower that puts out before the water stopped flowing. Oh well, I guess we'll find out next time, assuming I remember. That, however, is going to do it for this episode. We'll come back next time after the drought and see about the wood workshop, which we've started getting up and running. Well, we've got it planned out. We've got all of the infrastructure for it. And I don't know what those are going to be used for, but we're probably going to need it. We're going to have our better warehouse. We're going to look at getting wheat, and maybe, if there's time, we'll finally start looking at the possibility of using this area for some aquatic crops. But that is going to do it for this episode. So, until next time, have a good one.